restate your first and your last name and one more time.
I'm Jimmy Haley, and I'm Chief of New Hope Fire and Rescue.
What happened today?
We're just fed up. I mean, you can only kick a dog so many times before it bites you, and it was time to go. I mean, I hate to leave the citizens of New Hope high and dry, but if they had to deal with what we've had to deal with, they would do the same thing.
Let's talk about that more. What were you having to put up with? What were you having up with?
Staying after meetings, getting cussed, getting threatened. It's just workplace. I mean, I work at a company where they don't tolerate that at all. And I tolerated a lot of it to shield my men from it. But they saw me struggling and trying to deal with it, so I broke the news to them what's going on. And they cared about me so much that they just followed my lead.
And when did this all start to unravel?
It's been unraveling for a while. I just tried to put duct tape on it and super glue and try to hold it together, and I had a roster of 22 men, and it got down to 6. And the only reason these 6 stayed is because of their dedication to me. They told me that, and I appreciate that. But I just feel so sorry for the citizens of New Hope, because we had a great thing going. The director of EMA called us his hammer team. We were his hammer team. Now we're like a rubber mallet because we're handcuffed. We couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. We had to ask Daddy for the keys to the car. And it just got aggravating. I'm a grown man. I'm a chief. I should be able to run my department the way I want to. And if I mess up, I'll answer for it then. But until I mess up, don't do what you've been doing. Don't do that.
And one thing I know that we've talked about before after that city hall meeting was the mutual aid response in Hilltown. What happened that day? Let's start from what y'all were called out to do in Hilltown.
We were called because that's called dead man's land. Nobody would respond. So they called us out and asked us to go respond. So I sent 3 men and an engine out. New Hope was still covered. We had men at the hall. We had 4 men at the hall. And all of a sudden, I get a phone call, and pretty explicit, and told me to go get the equipment and the men back off the interstate. We're fine. And so I went to the interstate, left New Hope bare, because us 4 had to go. And I told the men, and the men was very discouraged and hurt, because we were first on scene. They were already pulling hoses off the truck, and I would be too. And I was between a rock and a hard place, because my men were disappointed. I was trying to please my superiors, so I was in the middle.
And to have them be forced to come back and the threat of demotion, what does that say for New Hope Fire?
I say let the chief do his job, and let the mayor do his job, and the board of aldermen do their job, because every other city, I've been to every department in the county, the chief runs day-to-day operations of the fire department, and if he does wrong, he answers for it. But we're part of Sequatchie Valley Mutual Aid Association, and like I told him, I said, if we don't go when we need them, they ain't gonna come. We scratch each other's backs, and it just I don't know. I don't think it sinks in, and I don't know why.
Walk me through earlier today, you said you went in and you put equipment down on the desk and a resignation letter. Walk me through the process of what happened just about an hour ago.
Oh, we all met and convoyed over to the fire hall, and we walked in, set our gear, our radios, our pagers, and keys to the hall on the desk, and I'll put my resignation letter at the head of the table.
So right now, what does New Hope Fire look like?
Black and white. You don't have nothing.
And then I know one of the biggest things, I mean, you're a volunteer fire department. You obviously care so much about this community.
I do.
And being put in a rock and a hard spot. What do you want the New Hope community to know?
I want them to know that me and my department love y'all. We love to serve y'all, and if we were able to do our jobs the way we can do and we know we can do, we would still be there. But I'm just gonna put it out there. When you work for a dictator, it is what it is. I mean, like I say, you can only pet a dog so many times and kick it before it bites you. And that's just the gist of it. That's the only way I know how to say it.
Is there anything that anything about the next question I'm going to ask you is what you want to share, what you want people to know? Sorry, I hate doing this.
Give me a little something like what you want or what you were talking about.
Whatever you want.
Whatever I
It's
want.
your show. Well, not whatever you want. You know what I mean. Let me pause that real quick.
No.
Okay, let me put it this way. Tell us what you think is going to have to change for things to get better.
In my personal opinion, not as a fire chief, but in my personal opinion, he has been let go too long, and he has become aggressive and overbearing. And a change of leadership would do New Hope wonders because there's so much potential over there. I mean, you could get a couple businesses in and maybe a gas station or something, and people wouldn't have to drive across the bridge to go get groceries or gas. They could get, what they need there. Little conveniences. I mean, I know I respect their privacy and their peace, but things change and you gotta, let a few things come in. I mean, there's a lot of potential over there. A lot.
Yeah.
Do you think good people have left
Yes, ma'am.
before you in different positions as a result of this particular conduct of the mayor?
Yes, ma'am. I know for a fact, and I heard one story, and I ain't gonna get into the particulars, but if that was me, that wouldn't happen. That would not happen, and that's why I'm here today, because I'm tired of being punching bag.
For as far as firefighting goes right now for the New Hope community, what can you expect? Do you think who's going to respond?
Well, the closest department would be South Pittsburgh, Kimball, and New Hope, or Hilltown. I don't know who's going to go. I don't, because I don't know who's going to make that call, and I don't know if they're going to respond. So, like I said, I want to apologize to the citizens of New Hope for putting them in this position, but it's not any doings of mine.
Didn't you say the two remaining members on the fire department can't drive the trucks?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They have not had a EVOC, and one of them's only had 64, and the other one hasn't had no firefighting experience.
And if they could drive, you never saw proof the trucks were ever insured.
No, ma'am.
In fact, one of them hasn't even been registered in New Hope's name.
As the title, yeah.
You've got the proof of it.
As the proof said.
Now, that day that I went to that city hall meeting, you said that there was a conversation after. Is there any part of that you can want to share?
No, ma'am. It's just another stone in the basket. The basket I've been carrying since I've been there, and that really, when I seen him treat you the way he treated you, and then the way I've been treated, I said, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm sure there's a lot of emotion right now because I know you feel for the community and I know you're sad to step away, but you feel forced to. How are you feeling right now?
My spirit's broke. I mean, you put a lot of work into something, and then it comes down to this, all because of one guy. And I don't want to fight fire no more. I don't. I'm done. He has broken my spirit so bad. I don't want to fight no more.
Who knows about the resignation and there not being a roster for him, if anybody does?
Well, when we got to the hall, the chief of police, John Griffith, was there, and one of the aldermen, Billy Frame, the one that conversed with you previous. And that's the only two I know of.
Whenever the mayor gets word that what do you expect to happen?
Well, times past holds true, you'll see. That's all I can say. You'll see.
Is there anything you want to share or anything you want to reiterate?
No, ma'am, I just want to apologize once again to the citizens of New Hope for putting me in this position, but my hand was dealt, and I played, and I just can't do this no more under the hostile work environment I had to do it in.
How old were you, fire chief?
I took over, well, I was interim fire chief for a year in 2022, and I've been fire chief officially since December of 2022.
And how long have you been with New Hope Fire Department?
That amount of time.
And as career long, how long is that?
8 years. 8 years, and it just hurts me. It's like losing a spouse, family member or something, because I hold in my heart fighting fire. I love to fight fire. I love to save people's lives. I love to save property. And that's taken away from me.
And open floor, is there anything you want to throw in?
Well, I'm just sorry again for the people of New Hope. Okay.
I have a question. Turn the mic back on.
Huh? Oh, it's on.
Do you think when you were appointed fire chief that you were expected to do a job, or do you think it was just window dressing?
When I was appointed chief, I never saw nothing like this coming. Never. I mean, it was peaches and cream. Hey, you know, Jerry can finally retire and live his life, and which I was happy to do that.
And when did the script get flipped?
Not soon after I took command. It was just my way or the highway. And it's like being in school and a bullying you every day. You get to the point where you don't want to go to school. I got to the point where I didn't want to be a chief anymore. And I never probably will be a chief again. But that's all I can say for now. It's just disheartening because these men trusted me with their lives, and we had a great team. But it's gone. It's gone. We had the fastest response time in the county. They would do anything at the drop of a hat for anybody in New Hope. We even tore the boat dock. We tore the flooring off the boat dock for the city commission where they wouldn't have to pay somebody to come in and do it. I mean, that's who we are. That's what we do. We're here to protect lives and save property, and now that's been taken away because I don't want to do it no more. But they can go on with theirs. I've asked them to go on with theirs because these are some great firefighters.
We're going to act like they're not sitting right there if you can hype them up a little bit. But looking back when your roster was 24, even just these 6 over here, how would you describe your team?
We got it. We got it. I mean, we had the fastest response time in the county. We got the job done. We got back. And we were great.
Everybody went back home.
We were great. And everybody knew their job. We done our job. Saved property the best we could and lives. Went back home to our families. I mean, that's what we do.
Is there anything you want to give to them?
To the team? Yes, everybody, anybody and everybody that's been under my command, I appreciate y'all. And I told them a while ago, we all shook hands. We're still a team. We still communicate. We still do things together. Just not fight fire together.
What do you think this is going to do to the ISO rating in New Hope there and the insurance premiums for the people who have homes and businesses in New Hope?
Well, that goes without saying.